Welcome back to my channel, and today we are doing part 2 of our G35 project car build. We're basically just going to keep 3D modeling. We're going to build upon what we did last video, which is just draw the basic lines. I think I'm going to start with the front end because the front end is it's a little fishy, and I think once we get a good front end going, and then everything else can fall into place. Alright, so let's get started.
Don't doubt me, babe, you make me wanna change.
To mention really quick, because I've sped up the video, you can slow it down in the YouTube settings so you can actually see what I'm doing. And because I'm using hotkeys, if you want to see which tool I'm using at the exact moment, go ahead and look up at the toolbar, and you can see the name of the tool that I'm using at that moment. Alright, so I'm going to keep drawing, and I'm just going to shut up and let you guys watch. I'll get back to you when I'm done.
I want to discuss with you this afternoon why you're going to fail to have a great career. I'm an economist. I do dismal. End of the day, it's ready for dismal remarks. I only want to talk to those of you who want a great career. I know some of you have already decided you want a good career. You're going to fail too, because, goodness, you're all cheery about failing. Canadian group, undoubtedly. Those trying to have good careers are going to fail because really good jobs are now disappearing. There are great jobs and great careers, and then there are the high workload, high stress, blood-sucking, soul-destroying kinds of jobs, and practically nothing in between. So the people looking for good jobs are going to fail. I want to talk about those looking for great jobs, great careers, and why you're going to fail. First reason is that no matter how many times people tell you, if you want a great career, you have to pursue your passion, you have to pursue your dreams, you have to pursue the greatest fascination in your life. You hear it again and again, and then you decide not to do it. It doesn't matter how many times you download Stephen Jay's Stanford commencement address, you still look at it and decide not to do it. I'm not quite sure why you decide not to do it. You're too lazy to do it, it's too hard, you're afraid if you look for your passion and don't find it, you'll feel like you're an idiot. So then you make excuses about why you're not going to look for your passion. And they are excuses, ladies and gentlemen. We're going to go through a whole long list. Your creativity and thinking of excuses not to do what you really need to do if you want to have a great career. So for example, one of your great excuses is, well, great careers are really and truly, for most people, just a matter of luck. So I'm going to stand around, I'm going to try to be lucky, and if I'm lucky, I'll have a great career. If not, I'll have a good career. But a good career is an impossibility, so that's not going to work. Then your other excuse is, yes, there are special people who pursue their passions, but they are geniuses. They are Stephen Jay. I'm not a genius. When I was 5, I thought I was a genius, but my professors have beaten that idea out of my head long since. And now I know I am completely competent. Now you see, if this was 1950, being completely competent, that would have given you a great career. But guess what? This is almost 2012, and saying to the world, I am totally, completely competent, is damning yourself with the faintest of praise. And then, of course, another excuse. Well, I would do this, but, well, after all, I'm not weird. Everybody knows that people who pursue their passions are somewhat obsessive, a little strange. Okay, you know, a fine line between madness and genius. I'm not weird. I've read Stephen Jay's biography. Oh, my goodness. I'm not that person. I am nice. I am normal. I'm a nice, normal person, and nice, normal people don't have passion. But I still want a great career. I'm not prepared to pursue my passion, so I know what I'm going to do, because I have a solution, I have a strategy. It's the one Mommy and Daddy told me about. Mommy and Daddy told me that if I worked hard, I'd have a good career. So if you work hard and have a good career, if you work really, really, really hard, you'll have a great career. Doesn't that, like, mathematically make sense? Not. But you've managed to talk yourself into that. You know what? Here's a little secret. You want to work? You want to work really, really, really hard? You know what? You'll succeed. The world will give you the opportunity to work really, 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 really hard. But are you so sure that that's going to give you a great career when all the evidence is to the contrary? So let's deal with those of you who are trying to find your passion. You actually understand that you really had better do it. Never mind the excuses. You're trying to find your passion, and you're so happy. You found something you're interested in. I have an interest. I have an interest. You tell me. You say, I have an interest. I say, that's wonderful. And what are you trying to tell me? Well, I have an interest. I say, do you have a passion? I have an interest, you say. Your interest is compared to what? Well, I'm interested in this. And what about the rest of humanity's activities? I'm not interested in them. You've looked at them all, have you? No, not exactly. Passion is your greatest love. Passion is the thing that will help you create the highest expression of your talent. Passion, interest, it's not the same thing. Are you really going to go to your sweetie and say, marry me? You are interesting. Won't happen. Won't happen, and you will die alone. What you want is passion. It is beyond interest. You need 20 interests. And then one of them might be grab you. One of them might engage you more than anything else. And then you may have found your greatest love in comparison to all the other things that interest you. And that's what passion is. Now, that friend proposed to his sweetie. He was an economically rational person. He said to his sweetie, let us marry. Let us merge our interests. Yes, he did. I love you truly, he said. I love you deeply. I love you more than any other woman I've ever encountered. I love you more than Mary, Jane, Susie, Penelope, Ingrid, Gertrude, Gretel. I was on a German exchange program then. I love you more than All right. She left the room halfway through his enumeration of his love for her.
Alright, so now that I'm done drawing the lines for the car, I'm going to show you what I have. I hope you guys like it. I worked hard on this thing. So basically what we have here are most of the lines defined, and we're going to create surfaces with these lines. Some parts of the car, like kind of the front end, aren't all the way finished because I kind of want to see what the surfaces will look like before I draw some more lines there. But you can see we got the rear end defined and what it's going to look like. And then the sides are pretty much the same. The sides aren't going to get too fancy. But once we model the surfaces, I'll make some little changes here and make it look make it so that it ties in the front and the rear end, and make the entire car look like it belongs. So that's what it looks like just as curves. So the next part is to create surfaces from these curves. So that's it for now. I hope you guys learned a few things about 3D modeling in Rhino. Watch out for part 3. That's going to be exciting. And I'll see you guys next time. Oh yeah, what's that thing I like to say? Keep your weight up. Don't be a scrub. Read some books. Do some push-ups. And remember, these hoes ain't loyal. It hurts so much. Alright, see you guys later. Bye.